being a part of a Coen Brothers film, how's that experience for you?
If I could do only their films for the rest of my life, I would be quite happy. If I could put in maybe a Wes Anderson film now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I've done a lot of his plays. And it's what you look for in this business. People who like actors and who write good stuff.
I think your character's line, to me, really crystallized the whole film. I don't see money in that. It was a great line and really just was, you know, to me, what kind of it was all about, in a sense.
Yeah, it's pretty devastating, isn't it? Especially after that delivery of that song. Boom. It also describes the nature of the beast, this thing we call being an artist, being shot down. I was thinking about the great artists, not just the singers and the actors, but Van Gogh, what he went through. Nobody wanted his stuff at all, except his brother. I mean, and they were wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't look at a cypress tree anymore without seeing him.
Yeah. What was it like just sitting and listening to Oscar play that song?
Well, I'm from that period, you know. That's when I was growing up. And the first time he played it, I wept. Wasn't the right thing to do, not for Bud Grossman. But the next time I didn't cry. I just remembered some of those assholes in the business. Sorry, that's what they are.
Well,
those people without whom we cannot do, by the way.
Right. Just fair. We all come across them. But I'm sure as the human being, Murray Abraham sitting there listening to this young actor and such a talented singer, because you never hear an entire song played in a film like that in live.
Right
so
up
for
there.
You, yes. So for you, and just you and him, it really must have been such an intimate, incredible moment.
It was incredible for other reasons as well. First of all, I know him and like him, and we've worked together before. But also, we were in a theater when we shot it. In a theater, not a studio. A theater that I happen to know. And that added to it as well. Singing and performing in an empty theater is another thing. It's kind of a church.
It is.
And when you do that kind of sacrilege to an artist, it's doubly painful.
Yeah, I think that scene in that film, just the whole thing was really, and what's amazing about the Coen Brothers is that, like I said, you don't need to say a lot. Just that line says everything, doesn't it?
This is it. But it's not only about that. These days, there are so many people out of work, looking for work, who are very good at their jobs, who cannot find a job. When they go up and audition or have an interview for a job that's life or death to them and their families, they suddenly realize what it means to be an actor. No. But you don't understand, I need no.
What is it about that era that you lived through in 60s folk music that is quintessentially American and such a great tapestry for the Coen Brothers?
The difference, I think, now, between now and then, is that there was still hope then. These days, people seem to be giving up hope for the future. There was always the possibility, I think. The idea of gathering together in a tight little community and singing together, hootenannies, which is what I used to do. You don't find that now. It's electronic music, which is kind of distancing. It's okay. But there's a seeking out for that community we see in these huge, successful concerts. I mean, thousands and thousands of people, but it's rather distant. The hootenannies were very close and personal and human. Not that these other people are inhuman, but I think there's a searching for that humanity that seems to be missing now. And I'm hoping that this will awaken some of that sense of humanity. Or maybe I'm being too positive.